Welcome back to our little slice of life here. Uh, so a while back we posted short about these dewberries. Well, now we finally have enough to juice. And then we're going to freeze that juice, and in a few days we'll probably go ahead and make jelly out of it. But I'm going to show you the process of what it takes. First, you got to boil them down to get them soft enough to run through your food mill. And once you do that, you strain it and then freeze the juice until you're ready to make jelly. Okay, so now that we've juiced the dewberries, we're going to add our sugar. So she's going to add that. And now what will happen is she'll bring that up to a boil for 1 minute. Add her pectin for how many minutes?
1 minute.
For 1 minute. And then we'll
boil for 1 minute.
Let it boil for 1 minute. And then we'll put them in jars and get them canned up. Alright, so our juice is boiling, and that's going to go for 1 minute. So we're just going to stand here and watch this boil. Now when this boils, sometimes you got to be careful so it don't I like to call it grow. In other words, bubble out. I'm not exactly sure when that happens. I think it's after pectin's added. So it's our timer, and I'm going to reset it for 1 minute.
Not yet. Gotta make sure it boils again.
Let it get back up to a boil, and then set it for 1 minute. So again, she's going to let it boil. She's going to stir, and you'll see that foam start to build up from the pectin.
Slowly start turning it down a little bit.
She's going to slowly turn the heat down. And just continue to stir. Now, while she's doing that, I'm going to walk over this way here. And I'm going to start flipping these jars so that they're ready to go when she's ready to put that in, because it's not going to be long. 1 minute is not very long to boil that pectin. So that is set and ready. Once that timer goes off, she's going to come over here and start pouring it in the jars. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to film that. I will tell you that you fill it to that bottom ring and you should be okay. Alright, so our water is boiling. You can see how I have the jars in there, and I'm going to drop them for 10 to 15 minutes. Take them out and show you the product. Okay, so you can see that our jars they're done. The timer went off, and so I got me one of these gloves from Amazon that allows me to reach into that water and get it. Now, if you get these gloves, be careful because they do start to wear thin and you have to replace them. So I'm going to stick my hand in here, and I'm going to very carefully and gently pull the jar out and tilt it a little bit, get all the water off of it, and then I'm going to carry it right over here and let them cool. So I'm going to repeat this process 7 times because there's 7 jars. Right, so that's done. And now they just sit, and you'll hear them as your jars sit. You'll hear them clicking and popping. That's your lid starting to seal and create that good airtight jar so that you don't get air in there and then your jelly goes bad. So those have got to sit. We're going to let them sit overnight. Probably check them tomorrow afternoon, make sure they sealed, and slap our label on them. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoy this video. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. Thank you.